Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today I'm finally doing my birth story. I know it took me about 8 months to do this video, but you know, adjusting to this whole new life, I have to, you know, take care of her, take care of myself, take care of my partner. And yeah, like I've been really busy. I'm always busy doing something, so I rarely have any time to sit down. I'm always doing something, like I said, but finally I'm filming this video. And so if you would like to hear all about my birth story, then keep on watching. It's already been 8 months. I kind of don't remember some things, but I'll try my best. So we're gonna start off with, I think it was like a week, or not a week, maybe it was like 4 days before I was getting induced. I went to my doctor's appointment. I was 40 weeks and 4 days. No, 40 weeks and like 3 days, something like that. Went in and the doctor just told me that I had to get induced because he doesn't like that his patients go past 41 weeks. So for me, I was fine. I was like, okay, I already came into this appointment, you know, with that mindset that I was gonna tell you, you know what, let's get induced, because I got checked and I was still closed. My cervix was still closed and I was not dilating at all. So he scheduled me to get induced. So I was going to get induced September 20th at 11 o'clock at night. So let's skip forward to that night. So that night I was just getting the room ready. I was cleaning, so when I would come home I wouldn't like be worried about cleaning. So it was already the time to go, so we went to the hospital. I went in. When I got induced, it was last year, so the cases for the COVID cases were still pretty high. So only myself, it was only one person could be in the room with me, and of course my fiance was with me. Even before like all this COVID thing, because I got pregnant before like COVID, the plan was always that I just wanted him in the room. So for me, it wasn't a big issue. I didn't really want it my mom or anyone. I really wanted my just me and my partner, because it was something it's something intimate. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I really wanted to videotape everything, but first they told me that I couldn't record or take pictures when my baby was born. So that sucked, because I really wanted to have that recorded to look back to, but I couldn't. So that was the one issue. The other one, I mean, to be honest, I feel like my labor went so smooth. Like, and also there weren't really much to record. It was just me in the bed. Since I was getting induced, they didn't let me get up or anything. Okay, so going back to the story, I know this video is all over the place, but you know, bear with me. Okay, so I went in, and to check in I could only go by myself. So for me that was really scary, because I wasn't really prepared for that. Because I mean, I've seen a lot of videos, but every state is different. So in my state Texas, I live in McAllen. So when I checked in, he couldn't go with me, so he stayed in the car. I went in, got checked and everything, and then they wheeled me to my room, and they basically just put the IV. They told me to change and put the gown, and when I was already all installed, then my partner could go in with me. So he came in, and they checked me again just to make sure, like just to see if I dilated these past days, and they checked me and I was still closed. My cervix was completely closed. So they told me that they were gonna start me off with this little pill that they inserted inside of me, and that was going to help me that was going to help my cervix soften it. So, and the only thing that sucks about that is that you cannot move, because if you move, that pill like sekai or something like that, and all those 2 hours of waiting will be like lost, you know. So as soon as they inserted the pill, I could not get out of my bed. So for 2 hours I was just stuck in bed, and for me it sucked. I hate being in one place for like a long time, so it was so uncomfortable because like my butt started to hurt. So that's pretty much what they did. The first 2 hours they just inserted the pill, and I was just in bed. Me and my fiance were just there. I mean, we can't do nothing, pretty much. We can't really do anything, so we were just there watching videos just for the time to pass. So pretty much that's pretty much it. So the 2 hours passed. They come in and they check me, and my cervix was already starting to soften, so they inserted another pill, and for another 2 hours I was just stuck in bed. The 2 hours passed by, and then they were like, okay, go do the restroom and stuff like that. So I went to the restroom, and I wiped myself, and I saw a little bit of blood and like mucus, and I think that was my mucus plug. So I told the nurse, and they told me that's a good sign. They checked me again, and I was already at 1 centimeter. So I was really happy, and I was like, yes. So the nurse told me, she's like, okay, we're gonna start you off to Pitocin. So I was already really excited, because I was like, okay, at least I don't have to be like being still. Maybe I can move around and stuff. But the nurse came in, and she said that she talked to my doctor, and they were just going to add one more pill just to make sure, I guess. I'm not sure, but they just said they were gonna insert another pill. So I was like, okay. So another 2 hours passed by, and the nurse was like, okay, we're gonna start you off with Pitocin. So they just put the Pitocin in, and pretty much it. I guess everybody's different. I thought by starting off with Pitocin, maybe I could move around, so it could help me dilate even faster. But in my hospital, they didn't let me they didn't let me walk at all. They really wanted me in bed, so that's the only thing that sucked about my labor. Other than that, it went like so smooth. But the only thing that sucked, that I had to be stuck in the bed for like the whole I don't know if I mentioned you guys, but I was in labor for 24 hours. So for the whole 24 hours I was in bed, and it sucked. My butt was hurting. I didn't like it. I really wanted to move around. So I think I don't remember what time was it, but I think it was already like, in the morning. So when they started me on Pitocin, I could really start feeling the contractions, but they weren't really bad. It just felt like period cramps, so it wasn't really bad. But I already knew that I was already getting contractions because I was having pain, and that's how I was having pain in my abdomen. How do you say it? I don't know. In my, how do you say it? Like right here. I was having, all my pains were coming here, so I knew that I was having contractions. And also because so next to me there was like the monitors where they track the heartbeat and the contractions. So I knew I was having contractions, because at the same time I didn't know what it was my first time having a baby, so I didn't know what contractions felt like. So that's why I knew I was having contractions, because of the monitor thing. If not, I had pain, but I didn't know if it was that. So it was already like maybe in the morning, and I mean, it was pretty much the same thing. I was just laying in bed because they wouldn't let me lay in bed. I mean, they wouldn't let me get up. So, and also they wanted me to be in my side, and then they'll put pillows in between me so it could help me dilate faster. So that's pretty much all I did. I was just there in bed, laying down. and that's it. And I was just talking to my mom on the phone, and I think it was already like 12 o'clock or 1 is when I started to feel the contractions, like not like really bad contractions, but I felt the contractions even more. So like, I'm a type of person that when I'm in pain, I don't want you to talk to me. So like, looking back at it, I was telling my fiance, I was like, I see a lot of videos, or I see a lot of pictures where, like, when they have pain, they come and they're like sobando tu espalda and stuff, but no, he was just there sitting down. That's it. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was like, what the heck? But no, he knows me that when I'm in pain, I don't like to be bothered or anything, and I'll get upset or I'll get pissed, you know. So but looking back, I was like, I mean, you had no reaction when I was in pain. So yeah, I was starting to feel the contractions, and at the beginning I said that I did want the epidural, but I really wanted to wait for it. I just really wanted to see like how long I can go without it, because my fear was that if I put it too soon, by the time to push, I'll feel everything or it'll wear off. So that's why I waited until I couldn't stand, like I couldn't bear with the pain. So the only thing that I did, I was in bed, we were trying to watch videos, but the pain was getting really like the pain was getting a little bit more intense. So I mean, I couldn't even watch the video. So I'll tell him like, okay, I don't want to watch it anymore. The nurse came in and she checked me. I don't remember if she checked me or I think she checked. I'm trying to remember. I think she came and checked me, and she said, you're 4 centimeters, and I was super happy because I was like, yes, like this is going like super smooth. I'm dilating really fast. I think I was already maybe like 6 hours or 7, I don't remember, like 6 or 7 hours already, and I was really happy, and I was like, oh my god, like yes. So she left. She told me that the doctor was gonna come in and break my water, and the doctor told me to ask you if you wanted to get the epidural, because breaking your water, the contractions were gonna come like more frequently and more, like they were gonna hurt more, basically what she was telling me. So I was like just staring at my partner, and I was like, when she told me that, I just stared at her, and I was like, what do I do, like in my mind? And I was looking at my partner, and I was like, should I get it? I mean, I'm not like, I feel the pain, but it's not really bearable that I'm like, oh my god, I need the epidural. And the only thing that he told me, he was like, do whatever you want. If you want the epidural, get the epidural. If you don't want to get it, don't get it. You know, it's up to you. Like, you're the one with you're gonna be with the pain, basically. So yeah. So I just did, like, she was just standing there, so like to decide what I want to do. So I was just there, and I was like, I was not scared at all, you know. So when she told me that, I actually got kind of nervous. I got kind of scared, and I was like, okay, fine, like I'm just gonna get the epidural. So she went back to go get so she went, and they were getting me all set up to get the epidural. I was kind of scared to get the epidural. That was the only thing that I was scared of. because I'm afraid of needles. I was afraid of the epidural and I was afraid of the IV because I've never gone to the hospital, so I don't know how that goes. I thought it was a freaking needle that was there, but no. I know I'm dumb, right? But I was really scared of like a needle in my back and doing all that, like not knowing what they're doing. So I was super nervous. So I was like, oh, the good thing that my partner was gonna be there, you know. That's what I thought. So they were getting me all set up. I was really nervous because, to be honest, I was gonna go without an epidural because that's how afraid I was. But just the nurse telling me that, I did get kind of scared. So they were just prepping me, and I actually thought, because I mean, I was seeing a lot of videos that the partner was there when they were getting the epidural, but in my case, I don't know if it was because of COVID, I don't know if they changed it, or maybe it's just where I live, but he couldn't be with me. So they were just prepping me and all that stuff, and they told him to like wait outside in the room and that he'll come back when everything was done. So that even got me even more nervous because I thought that he was going to be with me, and I'm really scared of needles, and I'm scared that if I move like something goes wrong, because they make you sign a form that, like, you know, you can get paralyzed and stuff, and that's kind of scary. You can see my daughter crawling there. Sorry. Oh my gosh, baby. Oh, I was just there, and it was pretty, I was so scared, you know. I was scared that I was gonna flinch or something, but they put in the epidural, and how I can describe it is, the first thing that they I guess they numb you, so it's just like a shot, so you just feel like a little sting. And then when they put in the catheter, well, I felt it. I just felt this like pressure going into my spine, and that did kind of hurt. Like, I was just like, oh, like that hurt, you know. But the shot didn't hurt. It's just something, like, it just felt like a little sting. But when they put me the catheter, that was like, I don't know if that's what it's called, right? A catheter? I don't know, but that did. I just felt like a big pressure in my spine. So it wasn't that bad. I thought it was gonna be worse. So they put in the epidural. The doctor came in. He broke my water, and I didn't really feel anything because I was already numb. So I didn't feel when he broke my water. It was like this big, I just saw this big stick go in, and they broke my water. So my water broke, and I guess that's called active labor. So I was already in active labor. He checked me, and I think I was still at 4, but he said that was really good. That we're just gonna wait, you know. Here it comes. Other than that, I don't remember what else happened. Pretty much it, like, I got the epidural. Oh yeah, and then my partner came in, they broke my water. And then we were just there basically waiting until I'll get to 10 centimeters. So I think it was already like night when he broke my water. Not night, it was maybe like 4 o'clock. So the doctor broke my water like at 4 o'clock. So it was just basically waiting for the baby like to come. So we were just there waiting. There was really, like, it was pretty boring. I was just there laying down on my phone, watching videos. And let me tell you, there's some people who love the epidural. I loved it just because I couldn't feel anything. I just hated the feeling, like hated the feeling how I felt. Like, it felt really weird, but I mean, it took the pain away, so that's good, right? So I was just there. I think like 2 hours passed by. I started to feel the contractions just on this side of my on this side, and so I just felt this side the pain, and this side was numb. So I pushed the button, and they said to wait like 15 minutes. So I waited the 15 minutes, and I could still feel the pain. And I called the nurse, and I was like, maybe I'm pushing it wrong. So I called the nurse, and I was like, can you put me, like, I pressed the button, but I still feel the pain. Like, am I doing it wrong? So she pressed it again, and I waited for another 15 minutes, and the pain did kind of go away, but I started to get this like this pain in my back where the epidural was. And when the I don't know like como se llama, but the doctor who does that, he came in, I guess, to refill the bag or something, I don't know, or to check it. I asked him, I was like, is it normal to feel this pain, because I'm feeling like, I'm not feeling the contractions, but I'm feeling this pain in my back. And he was like, yeah, some women experience that. So to me, I was like, if I'm still gonna be with this pain, like, then why did I get the epidural? You know, I'm still in pain. It was not painful, but I mean, I was still feeling this pain. So I was just like, okay, whatever, I'll wait out. So I think it was already maybe like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. I was laying down, and I felt this like I felt like if I peed myself or if I pooped myself. I don't know how to describe it, but I feel like I pooped or peed myself. And I told my partner, I was like, can you check if I went to the restroom, or maybe like the tube went out and I peed myself, because I feel something, I feel like wet, or I feel something down there. So he checked me, and he told me that it was he checked me and he said it was blood. And I started to panic, and I was like I said, it was my first baby, so I didn't know what to experience. Camera. This is my baby. She took off her chongo. Yeah, mami, I'm telling how you were born. ¿Cómo naciste? ¿Y cómo viniste a este mundo? No, baby. So yeah, like I said, he told me that it was blood. I panicked, and I called the nurse. We called the nurse, and I was like, there's a lot of blood. There's a lot of blood. And she just checked me. She was like, oh, like, I mean, she's a nurse, right? She's seen a lot of it, right? She's like, oh yeah, it's because it's called bloody show, so that's a good sign. That means you're progressing, and I don't know what. She just came, changed my sheets, and that's it. And I was like, oh, I mean, I didn't know, because like I said, it was my first time having a baby, so I don't know any of this. So she checked me. I mean, she just went, right? So I was just there, and I was like I said, I had this pain in my back, and I was getting really uncomfortable. And then also like sitting down for like I don't know how many hours. I was already getting a little frustrated. And he just told me, like, my fiance was just like, get some rest, because you're gonna need it, you know, like when it's time to push. So I think it was already, I forgot to mention, a couple of hours when they broke my water. They broke my water, and a few hours passed by. They checked me. I was 6 centimeters. So when they told me that, I was like, I'm not gonna go into labor till like the next day, because I asked her, how long does it take you know, to give birth? And they're like, oh, when you're like the first time, it usually takes up to 24 hours to 36 hours. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna be here till the morning. So that was the last time they checked me. Maybe it was like 8 o'clock. So it was already like 8 o'clock. So it was already night. My partner said to get some rest, because I'm gonna need it. And I told him, like, yeah, like, I'm not gonna give birth till tomorrow morning. And I was going to do my makeup that night, but like I said, I thought I was actually going to give birth to like the next, like the morning. So I was trying to sleep, but I couldn't. And then out of a sudden, I felt this, like, not pressure, but I felt like if something wanted, like, I don't know how to explain it. I felt like if, I guess every time I had a contraction, like it was going like this, like something wanted to come out, and I didn't know what it was. So I was like that for like, I don't know, like maybe like an hour. I want to say like an hour, I'm not sure. But every time I guess every time I'll feel that, I'll push. I was pushing, and out of a sudden I just felt something like get stuck there, like something there, and some like gush. I know it's kind of gross, but it's just this, felt something there, and then some gush. So I told my fiance, and I was like, I feel something. I'm gonna call the nurse to see, like, so they can see. And also I kind of checked myself. I was like, what is that? But I didn't feel anything. So I think it was already like 12 in the morning. I told the nurse that I felt something. So she comes and checks me, and she's like, yeah, I see the baby's head. And I was like, so she's like, oh yeah, like I see the baby's head. We're gonna do some practice pushes. We're gonna do some practice pushes, and then some practice pushes while the doctor gets here, or something like that, or I don't know. But she told me we're gonna do some practice pushes, so she positioned me, and I just pushed one, and she's like wait, do not push anymore, because if you push, you're gonna have this baby right now. So I actually got so excited. I was like, oh my god, like finally, like she's gonna be born. So she calls the doctor. A lot of nurses starting to come in and all that stuff, and I could see my partner's face because they wheeled in this like un carrito, and they had like a lot of knives, they had scissors, they had like a lot of things. I mean, I wasn't really looking. I was more like excited. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna start pushing, I'm gonna have this baby out already, like this baby's gonna be born already. Oh yeah, and so I told him, I was like, start calling your mom, my mom, start texting my mom and your mom that, you know, I'm gonna start pushing, so this baby's gonna be out already, because everybody was waiting. This little girl didn't want to come out. This girl didn't want to come out. This girl was gonna come out. And I forgot to mention, I forgot to mention it was already Monday. So every Monday I'll turn a new week. So I was already 41 weeks when I gave birth to you. When I gave birth to you. Hello, Felito. So they had me there, and maybe it didn't really take long, but in the moment I was like, where's the doctor? Because I have to push, like I have to push. And then the nurse was like, don't push, because if you push, you're gonna deliver this baby. And I was like, okay, but I was like, I have to push. So it was really hard to like not push, because I felt this huge pressure. So the doctor didn't really like take long, but I mean, in the moment you were like, I have to push, and they were telling you not to push. And oh my god, the doctor comes in, we're getting all ready, and I think I just pushed for like 7 minutes. I did like 4 pushes, and the only thing that I was thinking in my mind, I was like, I want to get this baby out, because I already wanted to know how she looked. And all my ultrasounds that I had, one ultrasound that I had, like nunca se dejaba ver, like she was always tapada, and I didn't get a 3D ultrasound. And I didn't get a 3D ultrasound because of COVID. My partner couldn't go in with me, and I didn't really want to experience that without him. Si por si he didn't watch, like he didn't go with me and see her grow and move for the first time in my belly. So I didn't really want to do that without him. So I didn't get a 3D ultrasound, so I didn't really know how she looked, and I was really excited to see how she would, like, I can see va a parecer. ¿Verdad que sí? ¿Te pareces a mami o papi? ¿Eh? ¿Te pareces a mami o papi? So 4 pushes, Mia. So 4 pushes later, saliste, and she had a lot of hair, and she was so red. Dude, I love that moment. I love pushing. If I'll do it all over again, I love that moment, and I wish I could have recorded it, but in my hospital we couldn't record. But I just have pictures of her in my chest. Maybe I'll upload some pictures here. Ay, dile hola. Dile a mí, hola, hola, hola. Dile hola, hola. I'm cute. llamo Mia. Me llamo Mia. So she was born at 12:56 a.m. September 22nd, 2020. And her name is Mia. Oh, and she weighed 8 pounds 7 ounces. All the nurses were pretty shocked. They were like, oh, like she's a big baby for how tiny you are. And I pushed that baby out. And I'll do it all over again to get this precious baby. I love birth, to be honest. My birth was so smooth. I thank God that my birth had no complications or anything. And if all my births are like this, I mean, I don't mind. But anyway, that's pretty much it for this video. So, you want to say something? Mia, ¿quieres decir algo al público? Dile, suscríbete al canal para ver más videos conmigo. ¿Va que sí? ¿Va que sí? ¿Va que sí? Sí. So that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. 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 Bye.